What would you do if you had the perfect idea to change the world, but you didn't have the money to do it? That's kind of how I feel right now. My name's Jake, and I'm on a mission to change the world. Yeah, I get it. Everyone says that. Why am I different? Who am I to be anything different from the thousands of people who wake up every day and say the same thing? Because I'm doing something about it. Well, I have been for the last 3 years. This is my mom. Her name's Kim. She has arthritis. She has trouble walking because her knee swells up from her arthritis, and she has 3 options. Number 1, rehab. And unfortunately, that's not going to work for her because it's a problem she's going to have for the rest of her life. Number 2, surgery. She could get a completely new knee, but that just creates completely new problems for the rest of her life. Number 3, opioids and pain medication. This is just a kick in the dick, isn't it? You have pain, and you can either pay your entire life savings to be able to try and fix it, or you can take something that's going to alter your brain for the rest of your life just to be able to go on walks. Well, this is where I come in. I've been working for the last 3 years to help fight the opioid epidemic and help people live the life that they deserve. With what? With this. But what is this? Throughout this video, you'll see how this is going to play a huge role in changing millions of lives over the next 5 years, being an entrepreneur. So sit back, grab some popcorn, and microwave a Hot Pocket, because if what I'm saying sounds crazy, it's probably because it is.
I'm officially back on the road again, this time on the road for a while. I did not think that I would be doing this. I thought it would end up being on Zoom. But I'm driving down to South Carolina right now, and I am doing it solo. At least to drive down there. At least when I come back, then I'm gonna be visiting and picking up my friend Josh at the airport, who's flying all the way in from Florida. Josh comes on every single trip we go on. He has been my cameraman, hype man. He is a dog. I met him 2 years ago at a conference in 2021. Literally, officially a year now in 2 weeks, or 2 years ago now. In 2 weeks, he's come to Tampa with us, to Texas with us, to Chicago with us, and now South Carolina with us. Pretty much, he's just our national hype man for Electra, which is super sick. And we have a mission. I have a mission this entire week. I actually have no idea where I'm even staying. I am just driving down to South Carolina to pick him up at the airport, and then from there, we literally have to figure out what we're doing, because I didn't book a hotel. I was supposed to book a flight, and now I'm just driving. So that's crazy. Pretty much what we're doing is we're pitching to this angel group, and they are based out of South Carolina. They were like, yo, come down, because I cold reached out to them on LinkedIn. I found this Airtable, and I reached out to like 185 different people on Airtable, and these guys responded. We had a meeting, they loved it. He was like, yo, I think I'm actually gonna have you pitch to our group, like our angel group. And I was like, okay, bet. And then he was like, you gotta come down to South Carolina and pitch. And I was like, oh, bet. So I was like, okay, I'll do it. But they haven't really given me any details. I don't even have an ad, so I don't even know if this is gonna end up actually happening. Like, we could end up driving down to South Carolina, not being able to find the address, and then having to do it from Zoom from South Carolina, which would be insane. And then he introduced me to this doctor. He's a national, maybe world champion bodybuilder, and he owns this huge like physical therapy office in South Carolina, like North Myrtle Beach area is where we're going. And he said he has a condo that we can stay in, but he doesn't know if it's rented or not. And I am on my way to Myrtle Beach right now. Am I supposed to get over right now? I'm just gonna keep driving. If I miss it, I miss it. I missed the exit. That's all right. So yeah, we're just kind of playing it by ear. We're kind of blowing around as the wind takes us. I'm just driving around, trying to look. And I pull over to the side of the road, and it says Fairfax. And I had to look it up. I don't even know what city that is. And I'm in Virginia right now. I am at a gas station. I don't even know what state I'm in. It's crazy to think about this. So we still, like, I'm picking up my buddy at the airport at 5:30. It's 1:17 right now, Eastern Standard Time. Supposed to pick him up at 5:30. Estimated to get there around 5:20. Probably a little bit later with the gas. They gotta go to the bathroom and stuff like that. But we still have no idea where we're staying. Pulled up on the wrong side of the gas pump too.
What up? Bro, I passed out on the flight. It was honestly kind of funny.
This has been a 9-hour drive, and I still have no idea where we're going.
Bro, are you serious?
Yeah. Get food. I kind of want to get cookout. If you want to get cookout.
I'm down for whatever.
Yeah, because I haven't eaten today. I have snacks in there if you want to get whatever. Tell everybody how we met here.
So we were.
You're not even gonna show your side. You kind of like face against you.
So we were in Tampa for CEO, like the Collegiate Entrepreneurships Organization, Global Summit, which is funny because this year it's actually in Tampa again. And I was like, follow me, and I was like, bro, I'm like here by myself right now. Do you mind if I roll around with you and Patrick?
I just accidentally rear-ended this guy, and now there's really no damage at all, which is sick. But now I have to help him get his paint off, or else I gotta pay for him to get a new paint job. Dang, are you kidding me, bro?
It's 9 hours and nothing.
First thing I always do when I come to South Carolina, because I spend every single summer here, get some cookout. But we still don't know where we're staying or where we're going. I got a call from the guy about where we're supposed to meet, but he didn't give me any direction. One bite, everybody knows the rules. I already took the first bite. We don't even know what hotel. We're just pulling up to random hotels, trying to see if we can get in. It's pitch day. I have everything laid out that we're gonna need and not need, and I gotta go through everything and make sure that it's exactly what we have. Right now, our prototypes don't work 100%. These are like the old capsule designs we had for the stuff that goes into the tape that I talked about. But we don't use those anymore. Here's the old 10s unit that we're using for doing the wired shocks. That's dead. Here is, I don't know what that is. Here's some 10s pads that we were using, but we shouldn't be using those either. So essentially this is all just garbly goop. This is where our coder was in. All this stuff can go right back into the bag. Oh, I need this. This is the lithium ion battery. So the lithium ion battery that we're gonna use is literally like that big. So that's perfect. Now this is all the stuff that we're gonna be taking to the pitch today. Here's our first capsule prints that we had. These were the two. Just for testing purposes. They're super nice, honestly. 3D print. It's stuff up in our room we're just trying to glue together.
I have some, I don't have any glue, I have scotch tape, but I don't.
Ooh. Do we want to get a little bit of scotch tape? Is that alright?
Can you bring down what you want to glue, or does it not move? I can give it to you, but you've got to bring it back to me.
Okay. I got tape. Let's go.
She was very adamant about getting her tape back.
She was like, I need that tape. What's so special about this tape? I can feel it. No, it's just tape. Good morning. My name's Jake, founder of Lectra. Good evening. My name's Jake, founder of Lectra. To scale up to these large rehabs, be able to expand on our marketing team. I appreciate you all giving me the opportunity. Woo! Working hard. I'm hardly working. No, I'm just kidding. We gotta go sit by the pool to work a little bit. I spent the last month and a half in my room working on this, and I was like, I feel like we deserve at least a walk down to the beach to be able to work on this by the pool, by the water. And I mean, look at this view. It's wild. So here's a view for what we're doing. "50-minute stretch. We're going to pitch. Pretty nervous because I get the pitch competitions, which is just like fun money. We got a lot of money on the line for this one. It's our only significant lead we have right now, so it's important to lock this one down. On our way to the pitch.
Proceed to
Make or break time.
Thanks, Josh. It'll be fine by a dust cloud, I'm telling you, baby. These things eat at your bones and drive your young mind crazy. Then we just rear-end that guy right back there.
Angel Network.
Man, what the am I nervous about? We're having a meeting in there already, so we gotta be quiet. But I wanna keep looking over the pitch and just kind of prepping. It's so nerve-wracking. First of all, thanks for the introduction. Pleasure to meet everybody. I love seeing the informalities and the coronas. I should have brought a case for you. Place is super nice. Okay. When you suffer from injury, what's the first thing that comes to mind? How will I make the time to get better? Each piece, so you're getting around 60 days per roll at $35. Spark capsule is 2-year rechargeable battery, lasts around 24 hours, and we sell that as a bundle for $1.99. Patient compliance through remote therapeutic monitoring to get us through our class 2 510K clearance, get our market. Now, I appreciate all of you very much for giving me the opportunity to come down here and speak to all y'all. I invite you to join me on this incredible journey, empowering millions of people to take control of their own health.
What is the device I have? Is this simulation piece? Is it both?
So that's going to be the stimulation. This is going to...
There's a wireless component, but it's not.
Yeah, so there's going to be a transmitting antenna in here, which we actually had to hand solder last week. The receiving signal comes from the iPhone. So the transmitting antenna goes from here to the phone, where it'll be able to press a button, transmitting signal comes back, and then that's where it's going to go through here.
It's not stepped up at all.
There's a ramp up, but we have it specific parameters that it's not. There's no ability for somebody to get electrocuted. Yeah, so you can see it. There's a pretty significant output there. First of all, I wanted to outline these are the other data collection devices in the market. You can see everything is based around things with the heart. So it's your heart rate variability, respiratory rate, sleep metrics, activity tracking. Obviously, that's very important data, but we're focused around muscular. So muscle activation. How much is the muscle contracted? How fatigued is the muscle?
What do you know about the manufacturing part of where you are with the tape and getting that integrated into the tape?
We partnered with a company in Boston, and the main problem that we've been running into for the last 6 to 8 months is the fact that all these are exported from China. Like they're already
Right.
made and they're exported for China. But these guys are a raw textile manufacturer that's stateside. What we're working with right now is being able to, I forget what the name of the machine is, but he was like, there's one type of machine that you can do where you can interweave everything together. He was like, it's super hard, but it's possible. And I was like, that's all I need.
What's your social stuff?
I have a slide for that.
You're shocked, right? You had a slide.
I mean, he said very well prepared as I was walking out.
Yeah, I mean that's big time. And I mean, dude, the fact that he said like you were in the exact stage that they were looking for.
Thank you, I appreciate it very much. Pleasure to meet you.
The fact that he gave you props for having a slide for everything speaks to how well the PowerPoint went.
Yeah.
And you know, I think the fact that whenever you're like talking about going above and beyond, you know, I really hope that resonates with them too. You know, they're like, oh, you need to get 30, you need to get 30 interviews, but you know, you got 48. Like, I really hope, I would assume that resonates with them.
Yeah. Dude, what do you think of the one thing that he said? He was like, how do you feel about being diluted? And I said, honestly, my goal is to bring this to fruition. I want to maintain 51% of the company, and at the same time, I'd rather have 51% of something that's $100 million than 100% of something worth zero.
I think,
bar.
yes.
Looking good so far?
Awesome, thank you so much.
What's it called when those YouTubers do like the big feast thing? Mukbang.
Leaf blower, it's a bullshit. We're outside of Florida.
You know when you take a really big test and you have all the built up anxiety when you're about to go in and take the test, and then the test is over, and then you feel good for like 20 minutes, and then you're like, what is my grade on the test? It's kind of how I feel right now about like getting this investment, because it's like, right now, we're gonna play some pickleball.
Looks scary in there.
Piggly Wiggly.
I'm pretty sure that's their like giant or like HEB too. Alcohol is bad. This is the rejuvenation I needed. This is insane. I love these. This takes me back to studying for finals in college. I would literally be pumping the triple shots. The triple shots did not taste good at all because there was just so much caffeine. I'm talking to my CFO right now. We switched from an LLC to a C Corp in Delaware. You can't raise money
we can
unless
handle
you're a
it from
C
here.
Corp.
I just
So we're
wanted to
gonna
get
switch over
that
to
vital
raise the
information.
capital.
We'll get the EIN number, and we'll be all set to go.
Okay, awesome. Have a great day. We had to switch from an LLC to a C Corp to be able to raise funding because it makes raising easier, because in an LLC, if you raise capital, you don't have equity, there's no shares, it's all units. It's called share units, which is very hard from a tax perspective and from like breaking down the equity perspective. So like you have to switch to a C Corp to be able to raise capital. My family comes here on vacation, so it's cool coming back and like, I don't know, seeing it, but it's gonna be way different seeing it in the off season, because I remember like I would ride these rides and stuff. Like that Ferris wheel is usually going, like there's tons of people here, it's music playing, live performers and stuff. It's just wild seeing it like with nobody here.
I got kicked out of this bar one time. So we came here last year for spring break, and they weren't letting my buddy in because he wasn't 21 yet, and I was like saying all this stuff. I was drinking at the time. Don't drink. It's bad for you.
And we also found this ridiculous app, which is like TikTok Shop and Amazon combined. It's called Flip. And like they're giving out so much money just to use the app. Like for example, look at this. This is $63 for these shirts and $58 for the bracelet. So what's 63 plus 58? $121. I'm paying $24.37. That's insane. So Josh brought up a crazy good point. None of these elevators have a 13th floor. Or I mean, none of the hotel even has a 13th floor. They just literally skip everything. Bro, that's like, I've never seen that or noticed that.
Because people are afraid. They're superstitious.
I appreciate every single person staying and watching this video. It really means a lot to know that there's other people who want to be a positive change in the world as well. But this video is just a drop in the bucket of where we are and where we plan to be even within the next month. If this video interests you at all, please subscribe to the newsletter located directly below this video so you can be the first ones to get updated about what's going on with Lectra. And if you know someone whose pockets are deeper than the Mariana Trench, tell them to throw some cash at it so we can make them even more money while they're helping people. Again, I appreciate the love and support over these last couple of months, and it's only up from here. Lectra to Mars, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace.